Ladies and gentlemen, the world of professional wrestling never stops, and welcome to another ridiculous report. We got some breaking news right before Royal Rumble. Ava, The Rock's daughter, the general manager of NXT, has announced she's leaving the company. Her contract's not being renewed, and she's decided to exit. I'll just read her message real quick. This past Tuesday was my last appearance on NXT and subsequently WWE. Thank you to all who have cheered, watched, and supported me through my journey. While my decision to not renew my contract was very difficult, it is also a turning point in my life. It has been an honor and a privilege to be Ava, she wrote. WWE then provided a statement to Fightful and wished her well in her future endeavors. Here's what WWE said. WWE thanks and applauds Simone Garcia Johnson for her stellar work as Ava and beyond. Her passion, dedication, and impact were felt across the entire NXT and WWE community. We wish her the best in all her future endeavors. The Rock, Ava's father, has not been seen since Elimination Chamber 2025. I wonder if this means he's not coming back, if it has anything to do with it whatsoever. But I will say this, and I mean this with all the love in my heart. I am so glad that Ava made this decision. She's one of the worst actresses I've ever seen. Was truly awful. So I hope she finds something else to do, but her on camera trying to react to people was surreal to watch, and not in a good way. So I'm glad that she's made this decision. All the best to Ava, Simone Garcia Johnson, and her future endeavors, as WWE said. But yeah, I'm glad there's going to be a new general manager of NXT. Member of the Judgment Day is teased skipping the Royal Rumble match. Dominik Mysterio has not been in action in WWE since capturing the Intercontinental Championship from John Cena at Survivor Series 2025. That's when Liv Morgan returned. He's out with an injury. He's also the AAA Mega Champion. A lot of people, myself included, expect to see him at the Men's Royal Rumble match in Saudi Arabia. He's either throwing a swerve at us or he's being honest. He shared an Instagram story claiming he was in Las Vegas, Nevada, the site of WrestleMania 42. He shared that story today, so that would make it impossible for him to be in Saudi Arabia for Royal Rumble 2026. So if that's true, Dominik Mysterio is not returning at the PLE tomorrow night. I hope that's not true. I've missed Dominik Mysterio. We already had Finn Balor being told that he's not going to be in the Men's Royal Rumble because it's full. By Adam Pearce on Monday nights. Dominik Mysterio is not in it as well. JD McDonough is out with an injury. Every male WWE star in the Judgment Day won't be in the Men's Royal Rumble match. So we'll see if that turns out to be the case. I'm expecting Dominik Mysterio back at Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns took a shot at the WWE locker room and the creative team today. If you really think about his statement, he was on the Pat McAfee show, and the idea of him being a part-timer was brought up, and he spun it brilliantly. He said, hey, I'm giving these young guys the time to steal the spotlight, to show what they're capable of. They're always complaining that the older veterans are on TV too much, taking up too much time. I stepped away on my hiatus, gave them the spotlight, and they failed to become stars on their own. So he just took a shot at the locker room, and he's saying, get over. Here's his exact quote. To be completely honest and transparent here, 2 years ago, it all changed around. And what I've been doing out there hasn't exactly been the same as what I've done before. And the way I look at it is I'm a generous tribal chief. I give the people plenty of time. These young talent, they say we hog all the TV time. I mean, they'll complain about one thing, and then I leave an opening. I give them plenty of space to create whatever type of stardom they want. Get over, kids. Get over. And he has a great point there. You're going to complain about Roman Reigns taking up TV time when he's gone. Nobody's really stepped up to the plate and tried to replace him. That's a brilliant point by Reigns. It makes you appreciate him more. Then finally, Tommaso Ciampa of DIY with Johnny Gargano is no longer in WWE. He exited the promotion after his contract expired, debuted this past Wednesday night on Dynamite. I will say his new theme song is freaking awesome. It fits him perfectly. I like it better than No One Will Survive. It's a great theme song. And I'm actually excited for Ciampa in this new chapter. He reached his ceiling in WWE. They were never going to do anything meaningful with him on the main roster. His moment in the sun in WWE was in NXT as NXT champion when he was a heel and feuding with Gargano. But he spoke to Shaq Wrestling about why he decided to leave WWE and join AEW. He said it's been on his mind for several months now, and he wanted to really explore his psycho killer gimmick, but he didn't feel like that was going to be possible in WWE, and I agree with him. They weren't going to let him do anything meaningful on the main roster. He also revealed that the first time he met Tony Khan was at Dynamite this past Wednesday night, said he could sense his passion for wrestling, and that he felt like he belonged in AEW. So that's good for Ciampa. We'll see if it leads to Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae joining AEW in the near future. I feel like that's the natural progression here. I don't know what Johnny Gargano is going to do in WWE without Ciampa. He's an undersized guy who can't really cut a promo. They're better together. So I hope Gargano follows suit and joins Ciampa in AEW. And I'm excited for Ciampa in AEW. He's an incredible worker. It's a work rate-based company. He's a natural fit. And Ciampa can also cut promos. I hope they let him do whatever the hell he wants there. And I hope he becomes a badass heel character in AEW. The fans loved him. They gave him a huge response on Dynamite. He'll be challenging Mark Briscoe for the TNT Championship tomorrow night on Collision right after Royal Rumble, because Royal Rumble's airing earlier in the day because it's in Saudi Arabia. So if you want to check out Tommaso Ciampa's first AEW match, will be tomorrow night on Collision. But that is it for this episode of The Ridiculous Report. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. Have a good one.